Down in the desert where the tumbleweeds blow. Saturday night, it's time to gather, let's go. Join the chat, we'll set our sights right. Urban homesteading under the starlit night. Grab your friends, come share the plans. Hey, now it's time to share and grow. With map by the fire, we're ready, let's go. From the garden dirt to the desert sky. Join the urban homestead chat, you can't pass by.
All right. Howdy, y'all. No sound. Can you hear me now? Got a couple people in. Uh-oh, hopefully there was not no sound the entire time. 5x5. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Landfill. Well, hello to everyone that's in here. It looks like we've got Mr. Landfill, Guidro's Family Farms. We got Aaron in here. So Aaron and Christina, how are you guys doing? Hope all is well tonight. So go ahead and hop into it. You guys know who I am right now, but if you're watching in replay and maybe don't, or hop in, my name's Matt here with Grafted Branch Homestead here on our little Southwest Desert Urban Homestead plot. The beginning had no sound. Oh man, did the video have sound or the little song? Were you guys able to hear the song? Just not when I was over there with the tea, probably. No problem. Hey, Verna, how are you? As long as you can hear me now. So we'll go ahead and hop into it. I got some notes here. Tonight's live stream usually takes about an hour. That's where I like to land. So that's probably where we'll fall. And I got quite a few things tonight. So we'll just go ahead and hop right into it. First of all, if you guys have it and you're in here, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That definitely helps. Or down, I guess, if you like. Yeah. And so tonight is the official, I guess what I was saying over there is it's the official seasonal relaunch of our little family business, our shop, just being because we harvest our stuff and we get some stuff made and put in the shop. And so tonight we're going to talk about that a little bit. Late, had to watch the end of your movie. Oh, okay, like number 5. I'm not sure. Anyways, not sure what you mean there, Vernon. So tonight we are going to talk a little bit about my shop. I'd like to show some of the new stuff that's in there. However, I don't want to just really completely fill the night with that because that can get a little tedious and boring. So we got a bunch of other stuff too. So with that being said, let's see. I'm curious. I had asked in Verna's chat this morning, if you guys haven't been, check out Bay's Place Saturday mornings. But I had asked and I wasn't sure. Is anyone in here doing their own turkey this year? Is anyone raising their own turkey and doing that? Oh, you watched a Christmas movie. Very cool. That time. Hey, Steve, good to see you. You made it. So I was curious if anyone was going to do their own. Hey, Buster, welcome, y'all. Good. We got a good group. We got some good stuff tonight. And so let me see. I do have lots of notes. So you're probably going to see me. I'll try not to be reading all night. Yeah. So I don't know. It's been cold here. Definitely feels like winter. I complain a lot. I've been complaining a lot. And so tonight's stream, Verna kind of inspired me, is about being thankful. And so that's going to be the overall theme a little bit. And so I complain a lot about winter, about the cold, about not wanting to be outside. So I decided I was going to start off and give a couple things that I am thankful for that winter brings. And so one of those is a garden reset. And so with winter, it gives a good opportunity to replan the garden for next year, move plants around that didn't quite work out, or build infrastructure where you need. So that is a good thing. Number two, and I had made a little video clip on it, but didn't get it finished, is my hose is not bending. So this morning I had to go empty out a big water thing, and I used the manual shake siphon. And so I was doing that, and the hose was very, very stiff. And it goes over the edge of the container and down. And normally when I do that in the winter, it bends quite a bit and it stops it from doing its siphoning. And so I have to go keep pulling it up. And so I made a quick little video, and it was basically that something I'm thankful for in the winter is those hoses are nice and hard and they don't bend. Let's see, what else am I thankful for that winter brings? I guess it's a good time to do indoor things. And so it's a good time to focus on either cleaning or doing some of my preps or family business like we're getting into tonight. So there's three things. So I'm going to start tonight off with being thankful with three things that normally I just complain about all winter long. Let's see, tonight's agenda. So first, this time year, last year, one of the things I was doing was some community shout outs. And I really like to do that when I can. Winter brings spring for New Year growing. Yep. Yeah, it ends. Definitely. So I like to do community shout outs for a couple reasons. One, it gets another person out there, either their channel or their shop or something like that. Also, I don't get to spend nearly as much time as I would like watching other creators' videos and their channels and that type of stuff. So part of the more I dive into YouTube, into making my own videos and lives and stuff, it really takes away from the time that I can spend watching other people's stuff. That's devoted elsewhere. And so one of the ways I like to do that as well is by doing the community shout outs. And so this gives me some time on my lives to dig into a little bit, spend a couple minutes, I guess, touching into a couple other creators. So tonight we're going to have two community shout outs. Then we're going to pause. We're going to do a little bit of getting down to business, and we'll dive into the website, some of the stuff I got going on. Spend about 15 minutes doing that. And then we're going to finish up with a special something I'm thankful for. And we're going to head outside and do a little task. And there's a video and stuff involved there too. So tonight's going to be about an hour long. Hopefully I'll be able to keep your attention and it won't be all boring. All, bye. I don't like to do that. And so let me see here. One of the things, though, that I am thankful for is this community. And so with community shout outs, most certainly you guys, all of y'all out there. And, I've even got a chance to meet a lot of you in person, which is awesome. But this community is something that's really changed my life, I guess. It's really added to it. My voice is kind of going. And so I'm extremely thankful for that. It's kind of funny because this community came through quail. If I hadn't been wanting to get into quail, I never would have found Zach. I wouldn't have found Verna or any of you guys. And so it started off through quail, but it is just really so much more than that. Obviously, with getting to know you guys all and diving into people's lives and channels, quail is just a start. And it's funny because it also is a start a lot of times when I'm talking to people of giving me an in. And my voice seems like it's going out, so I apologize. But giving me an in. So like I was at the feed store the other day talking to a lady, and she tells me she might pop in tonight. I don't know. I told her I was going to be on, but tells me her chickens had stopped laying as much. They weren't giving as many eggs. And I told, yeah, it's the season, the light changes and the cold, and so they'll probably stop. And I think it's her first year having them, possibly or so. Anyways, I told her, well, what I do is quail as well. And those really, they'll lay eggs all through the winter and keep me going. So quail's a good way to get a start in there. So something I'm definitely thankful for. Wow, I hope my voice holds up. Let's see. They're my Exodus quail. And I've kind of called them that all along. They're taking me in my Exodus away from this normal life, from the city, from the 9 to 5, the just, I guess what everyone else, most of the world considers a normal life. And the quail are really allowing me and helping me to exit that. And so they're my Exodus quail. And so that's why I do talk about them a whole lot. Let's go ahead and hop back in, though, to community shout outs. And, oh, I didn't have that little video done. I need the peppermint tea. That tea should be about ready. How long have I been on? 11 minutes? My voice wasn't hoarse all day. And now here it's going to give out. That's okay. So this tea is a lemongrass peppermint. This is my alert tea. And we'll get into it when I'm talking about the business. But it's for alertness or clarity of mind. It's not caffeine, so it's not alertness like a boost. It's alertness just like clear-minded, so you can even sleep on the alert tea. That peppermint, though, is good for so much. You're right there, Verna. All right, let's go ahead and hop right into it. I need to stay on track here. So first community shout out is going to be a purchase. This is one where I want to look at their store. Now, they also have a YouTube channel. It's a little bit smaller, but they have a store going on in association with their Homestead. So, hey, we got Katrina in here. Awesome. Hey there, Katrina with Sew and Tear. So the first one I picked here for our shop shout out really is Short Pickens Quail. And so we're going to hop over and look at their YouTube page a little bit and their website. And so that's what I'm more interested in. There's their website tonight, and we're going to make a purchase from them. And then we got some other stuff, and we'll hop to our second community shout out. So let me go ahead and share screen real quick here. There we go. So hopefully y'all can see. So here I'm over here at Short Pickens Quail. This is their YouTube channel. Now, they don't have a whole lot on here. This is Nikki and Brad. Amazing people, by the way. Got to meet them in person at both years at QuailCon. Get the tea. So helpful, with, very friendly, very helpful. I know Brad helped my son actually cull a quail at QuailCon. They both did. And so just real amazing people. And here's a couple of videos. They haven't posted in a little bit, but they do have some of their quail on here. Here's teaching the quail technique. This was one of the years I was there. Full video. But I did want to show you that they have a channel. And so you can subscribe. Don't post a whole lot, but go ahead and subscribe over there. And then let's hop over to their store. Let's see here. Okay, so Short Pickens Quail. I don't have a question. Looks like they changed their website here recently. Really nice, sharp-looking website. I do like it. Nikki and Brad, they are awesome people, huh? And actually, Willie over at Carolina Kind, he had gotten some quail eggs from Short Pickens, and it reminded me that they're MPIP certified now, so they can ship. And she was actually talking about how Brad was sectioning off the chicken barn so they can be doing different chicken breeds. And I guess the idea there is to probably sell those as well. What I'm looking for in their shop, though, here is to get some quail eggs. So we're going to go ahead and hop over, and I'm going to have you guys help me out as to which ones I should have. Now, right now, Farmer Casey has his Celadon quail, and I have my Autumn Ambers. I do still have some others. They're going to be cold, though. So these ones I'm buying tonight are going to be the ones that are replacing the mixed breed and the Jumbo Wilds. I'm really going to need this tonight. So which one do you guys think I should get? I like the mixed color variety. They're fun. I really do. I haven't done tuxedo. The jumbo white, I am going to stay away from. I had a horrible experience when I first started quail with the whites, and it just, you get a little bit of blood and it's an absolute massacre. And then the live quail. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go with, I don't know if anyone said, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get some of these mixed eggs. So we're going to add those to my cart here. And last time when I did this, and I was buying from Guidro's Family Farm, actually over there. If you haven't checked out them, by the way, check out Guidro's Family Farm. They're in here as well. Great people. They sell quail too, and I've gotten quail and silky eggs from them. But when I was purchasing from them, I put in all my info, I think, on live. So what I'm going to do this time is leave it in my cart, slide the page over. Come back here. We're going to stop screen sharing. And I'm going to go ahead and put my info in when I get off and buy those. But that is Short Pickens Quail. Nikki and Brad, great people. Another community shout out. Good place to get eggs, quail, and I guess eventually some more there. Oh, Verna was telling me the tuxedos. They're more fun than the mixed. Well, I haven't purchased yet. So I think we're going to go with Verna's recommendation there. And we are going to switch over here. And we're going to get the tuxedo. There we go. Cool. You get more of the whites from the offspring of tuxedos. That's all right. I'll deal with that. We'll see how that goes. Definitely encourage you guys to go over there, check them out as well. Help support small business and grab some quail eggs from them too, if you like. With that said, we're going to go ahead and pause before we get on to the second shout out. We're at about 17 minutes, so I'm sitting right up good on time. We're going to take a quick pause and do a giveaway. So this is going to be a small giveaway. Tonight, we have 3 different giveaways. Well, 3 giveaways. They're all going to be pretty much the same thing. And so I'm going to show you what they are here. I have 2 of them ready. The reason I'm not showing you is the third ones aren't ready. This is where I butt up against time. And so those will be finished tonight. Matt, the whites can be the grow outs. Okay. So what I got here is this one's the anxiety. It's kind of hard to see. This is lavender lemon balm and Thai sweet basil. This is actually my favorite of our new teas. And you'll see this when we get over to our thing. This one here is the alert tea. This is what I'm drinking now, the peppermint and lemongrass. And then the third tea I don't have filled and out here that you'll get. And this one, see, it's empty. This one is the lemongrass and basil. Lemongrass, basil, chamomile, a little bit of chamomile. And so you're going to get all 3 of the teas, and as well as the tea kit. So that means you'll get the bag, the little tea cozy, the bamboo tray, the tongs, and all that to fill it. So you're going to get the little tea sampler set. We have 3 of these tonight to give away. The last one is also going to come with the candle. And so when we get there, we'll show that. But first giveaway is going to be for the 3 sampler set and the tea kit. And so how we can win, let's see. Oh, okay. So I'm going to come over here to my Nightbot, and we're going to use Nightbot here. For this, I'm going to ask a question. And everyone type in the answer. The answer you can type in all lowercase. Let's just do it that way. It's easiest. Let's see. I hope I spelled it right. Oh, no, I didn't. There we go. Oh, geez. Let's do this. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to ask a question. You're going to go ahead and type it all lowercase. I don't know if it matters, but all lowercase in the chat and hit enter. And the first person that gets it, that Nightbot picks up, is going to win. Sorry, tripping over my words a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to set this up. And it's going to be first person to answer, all lowercase, just looking for one word. What country are Coturnix quail originally from? Go. Anyone that wants to win? Oh, Verna, I know you got it. I don't even have to ask Nightbot. And everyone else followed pretty quick, though. Everyone got it right, though. You guys rock. Japan, yes, they're Japanese Corturnix quail. Verna, you did get that one the fastest there. So I'm going to send you a sampler pack. And I'm going to write your name down here. And we still got some others. So we're going to go ahead and hop back into it. Oh no, Katrina had to uncapitalize. I thought about that. I was like, this is going to trip people up because it wants to do it automatically. Okay. I think I'm going to do a fourth. I usually end up doing this when I give a giveaways, and I give away a fourth. So we don't have too many people in here, so we're going to see how this goes. But maybe we can get some more stuff for more people there. Okay, cool. With that said, though, sorry about that, Katrina. That brings us to the second community shout out, and that actually is Katrina over at Sow and Tear. So let me hop over here. You're all right, though. You're all very smart. And I maybe I'll just, what I'll do, instead of doing a fourth, Katrina, I think I'm just going to send you a sampler pack as well. You know what? Being part our community shout out, I think you deserve a little something too. So there we go. Most of you guys know Katrina over at Sow and Tear. She has a really cool channel, a whole lot going on over there. Recently moved and has a lot more going on. Yes, everyone in here is the old Quailers. And you all pretty much know where I do know the reason I talk the way I do in the live sometimes is a majority of the views I get on lives are in replay. People come back and watch later when they have time. So that's why I try to address that too. Oh, well, Aaron may be dropping some knowledge on us. Let's see. Technically, I think they originated in China, but were domesticated in Japan. That's great to know. Verna's dropping Sow and Tear's link there. So Katrina has a great channel. She does a lot of really everything. If you need homesteading type stuff, she is a good person to go to, a good channel to go to. Everything from, the soil, the plants, the birds, the animals, the cooking. Speaking of cooking, well, let's just go ahead and jump over to her channel real quick. Okay. And I don't get near enough time following her channel. So I'm actually a member on her channel. It's like just a couple bucks. You can be a member of her channel. Absolutely worth it. With that said, and me not being able to watch as much, I've only actually been in one of the cooking lives. The other ones I've watched on replay. However, really cool, even in replay. Definitely worth being a member. So it's Katrina's Kits. Let me see if I can find the one I was in. Let's see. Well, I'm not sure, but it was one of them I joined her for. I'm going to have to get in there again. Usually they tend to fall on work days. So with that said, another thing she does is she goes live pretty much every Monday. Mondays, again, are one of the days that are really, really hard for me to catch with work. So this is why this type of stuff really helps. But she does like to go live on Mondays. She does a recap of the week of everything that's been going on her homestead. Let's go ahead and look at videos because she's recently moved. She's moved to Oregon. And that's something you'll find out watching her videos here. And so her whole ventures from being the small urban homestead that I first started watching really inspired a lot of the things I do here. I actually thought she had a much more land than she does watching her stuff there in the beginning. She's moved from that to the much bigger area. And so that's cool because those are the next steps that we want to be taking as well, we will be taking. Katrina was also at QuailCon both years that I was there. She spoke, and that first year she gave a lecture there. And then just being able to be around and catch up is awesome. I'm going to just do a couple little clips.
I'm Katrina. This is Sew and Tear, and guys, I got an umbrella for my camera, which means we're gonna go outside and do some things. I already did some things earlier in the day, but I'm gonna show you guys some stuff and hopefully repair an area, and that's what the camera's gonna be wearing, an umbrella.
We'll pause
Now this umbrella.
Let me come back over here real quick. Hey, Nikki, sorry I didn't see you pop in. I don't know if you popped in for your segment, your shout out. I'm actually going to be doing the actual purchase after the live, so that way I don't share the info from your site. But it's not going to be the only shout out. This is a good time to pause. So community shout outs, I decided I'm going to run from now through the end of the year. So a little over a month, and every week we're going to dive a little bit more into these two creators, these two homesteads. And so every week I'm going to hop on and we will give a shout out to Short Pickens Quail. Just a little bit, tell anyone that's new, maybe coming in, to hop on their shop, see what they got going on as well, and help them get that launched and off the ground. And then every week we're also going to hop into Sew and Tear and give them a shout out a little bit. And kind of like I did on the last one, this stream, I'm really introducing my shout outs. If you guys aren't familiar with who they are and their streams, trying to tell you, get over there, check them out. And show a little bit. And then as the weeks go on, the idea is that I dig in more and hopefully create a little compilation video of some of their stuff. Thanks, Verna, for putting Nikki's link there. Consistently, Aaron. Katrina has the best intro. She has a good intro. So actually, I'm glad I like her intro, and I wanted to play that because she's upbeat. She's very friendly. It's easy to watch. I really like her channel because it makes me feel at home, I guess. She explains things really well too. And then to pick her brain, she's very knowledgeable. So yes, check it out later. I'm going to put in, I hope it's okay, I'm going to put in an order there for quail eggs, and then we'll be shouting you out other times as well. We've got about 13 in here, and so I am going to be moving on a little bit. So let's go ahead and check her channel out a little more. Let me hop over there again. There we go. Okay. So like I said, she's got the whole gambit of things going on. It's really more of the homestead channel, kind of like I'm going for too. So you're going to get the quail, you're going to get the rabbits, the animals. She shows the conventions she goes to, cooking. You're going to get a whole smorgasbord of stuff, and then also does the weeks in review, which really helps you recap if you want to figure out what's been going on. So if you haven't checked out Katrina at Sew and Tear, go ahead and subscribe to her channel. That always helps. And drop in on some of her videos there. Check out a little bit of what she's going on. Let's play. I'm going to play these two lives. Her latest, and then this chicken one. Looks real interesting.
I hope you join us Monday night, 6 p.m. Pacific time for a live chat. We do this every Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And tune in on Tuesday to find out what this is. Yeah, you can eat it.
Give that a thumbs up.
All right, guys. I hope you show up to the live chat. We always have a lot of fun. Chickens love tomatoes.
Yep. Oh, beautiful birds.
My chickies love their snacks.
That Orpington buff, I think. I'm not sure what that is. Beautiful birds there.
Got quite a full crop there, lady.
Yep. Okay. So Katrina's saying next week's video is all about breeding rabbits. Again, something I'm behind on, but we really want to get into. She seems to be definitely a few steps ahead of us, and so it's cool to follow and to watch. If you guys haven't checked her out, subscribe to her, give her a like, and check out her. Ooh, what's this? All right, cool. There we go. Next week, we'll dive in a little bit more and have a little bit more structured investigation of her channel there. So it puts us, it says right here, should be at 30 minutes, and I'm at 30 minutes and 15 seconds. Buff Orpington, and a Barred Rock. Okay, yeah. I really like the Buff Orpingtons. After having all the different chicken breeds I've had, I think they're my favorite so far. And so I'm really thinking I want to get, so I want to create 3 flocks. Our Silkies are one of their own. They do their own thing. They have jobs and all that. Then we have ones that lay little white eggs, off-shaped eggs, things like that. They're the ones we eat mostly. And then I really need to up and have just my market birds. And so those I'm thinking I'm going to do all the Orpington buffs. I really, I like their eggs a lot. And then for the chickens. Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay. So now we're going to switch up gears a little bit. Done a little shout outs. We're going to dig into that more next time. Now it's time to get down to business a little bit. Discuss business. So most of us all in here have homesteads. One moment, excuse me. Grab some. There we go. Most of us have homesteads. I think most all of us either work jobs or have other means besides the homestead to support it. And I think most all homesteaders, most of them, the goal is to move away from that and have the homestead produce some of that money. Hey, Spice hopped in. Hey, bud. Hey, hey, babe. Sorry. And so finding avenues and ways to have the homestead producing some of the means to support itself is definitely a goal, as well as, well, yeah, anyways, so we're going to go ahead and dive into that. If anyone's unaware, we do have a small family business that we deal mostly herbal teas and some other stuff like that. It's Grafted Branch Cottage Goods. And so we're going to show some of that here. This is only going to take about 15 minutes, so hopefully I don't lose people. I don't like to bore people with all that business side of it. Plus, there's going to be a couple more giveaways here, so hang in for that. And then we're going to go ahead and hop into that outdoor activity where I get to show you guys all something I'm particularly thankful for. So first of all, I'm going to switch cameras, and I'm going to hop over here real quick. Are the herbs in your teas your own herbs? Great. So last year, and we'll talk about this a little bit. Last year when I started, a lot of our teas had herbs from our garden. So like all Farmer Casey's teas were all from the garden. The other teas were from the garden, but were supplemented with 100% organic curated teas. And it's on all the packaging. And I mentioned that there's some of that. And then I had said the goal was to get away from that and have everything from the garden. So something I'm actually very thankful for and proud of, and I'll talk about in a minute though, is I've succeeded with that. So yeah, all of our new line of teas are all our own teas. And actually something I think, I'll mention again, but something I think is really cool is a couple of these, well, I think all of them, but I know for sure a couple of them in particular, I have shown in videos and live stream, everything from planting the seeds, them sprouting, them being planted, them in the garden and yard from time to time, them being harvested and then actually made. Hey, and we got anime game creator here. That's Desiree, I believe, right? Good to see you. Did you miss much? Not a whole lot. Right now, we're just digging into the down to business side. And 2 giveaways, so you didn't miss those. Yep. All right, cool. So I'm going to switch cameras, and we're going to hop over here, and I will address your question a little bit more, Steve, as we get going. So this here actually is a visual of our shop. This is pretty much our online store, but we have other stuff. This is just what they are. Anyways, let me go ahead and go through it. So these are the teas that we had in our last year in our old shop. What I did was I went ahead and made some more. This one here is the Yeehaw blend. This one is the last year we're going to do it. I am discontinuing it just because this one has a lot of ingredients and it has some that aren't from the yard, such as the dried ginger, things like that. So if you like this one, get it, and I can keep making it if you want. Just ask. Harmony tea is going all to grown here. The ones I still have, we're just finishing out that line, same as Serenity. And Desert Gold is one that we had supplemented the calendula and a few other things, but won't need to be doing that come this next year. So some of that's going on. This is kind of our old line here. Got some new things. These are quail pens. And so they got quail eggs and little quails in there, and got some pens. This down here is new products, new line from the Homestead. The candles are made with oils that are not from the Homestead. We still haven't experimented with making our own oils yet. However, the dried herbs that are in the candles infused in there are from the Homestead. And then all the teas. So a couple new ones we're going to have, and I'll show on the website, but we have the Alert Tea. I have Anxiety, and we have Reboot Tea. Also got some soaps and other things there. Here's a lavender candle. So the idea on this line is to have a tea, all from the garden. You can get it in just the bag or the gift set, the gift box, and a tea kit. And then the idea is to have a paired candle and soap eventually with all of them. So here the Alert Tea, the lemongrass and peppermint. The peppermint is subtle, but we have a lemongrass candle. And then for the lavender, lemon balm, and Thai sweet basil, which is my favorite tea of all of the teas here, actually. This is my favorite, and I'll talk about why, but got a lavender candle there. So let me go ahead and hop back over. Before I lose my voice. There we go. And so a bunch of different things on the line. And so I'm going to go ahead and hop over and show the website here real quick. And so first of all, I hope you all appreciate my website. I am horrible at technology. I say it all the time. I constantly click things that change everything or delete things, or just, it took me so long. I had all these products made and sitting here, and it took me forever to get this site working. So if you guys you see something that doesn't work, let me know. I believe it's all working well, but let's go and hop over there. Free dries basil is awesome. Oh, okay. Herbs turn out to do well that way. Yep. So another thing you're a little ahead of me on is that freeze dryer. And so I'll get one of those. It does. So the freeze drying really holds the nutrients. I thought a lot about what you said. So Katrina talked about drying and how some states dehydrator is considered cooking. I went back, talked to my wife, and we actually don't use the dehydrator on the herbs because it blows them all around everywhere. So we've tried a few times, but we really don't. They're just all dried in the air, in the dry New Mexico air and the sun. So that's not going to affect my teas. However, I was wanting to get like dried peppers and things. And because those are in the dehydrator, that might affect it. So let's go and hop to the website here. Stay on track. If you guys haven't checked out our website, you can do so. Real easy, graftedbranchhomestead.com. Just like that. And so you're going to pull up, here's our website. First of all, first thing you're going to see, and I do want to point this out, use code Herbal Tea, all capitals. That's going to give you 10% off on your entire order through January 1st. Part of changing up our teas, packaging, and all that, we've also changed prices. So welcome to our website. Check out blog posts, current events, urban homestead going-ons. Feel free to download some free PDF files to help you along your way, or check out Quail and Homesteading Good. Supplies, merch. Make sure to grab yourself some tasty herbal teas, herbal candles, and other cottage goods from our Desert Urban Homestead. Get a hold of us or check out our media. So our products are sold on our website. You're going to get the best deal there besides local, I guess, because of shipping. It's also sold on Etsy and some other places until I can run out of them. However, you're going to get the best deal straight from the website. It is small batch. It's kind of seasonal and almost small batch. That's because we grew the herbs, and with moving to what we grew, I only have so much. What I do have, if it sells out, don't worry, I can resupply that a little bit before we run out. And then we're also with our greenhouse, and this is where we'll finish the live tonight at the end of it. But in the greenhouse, we have herbs still going, and the plan is to keep them going and be able to resupply these teas in different items all year. So if something runs out, I'll resupply it. Feel free to shoot me an email. Hey, Matt, I really want to get this, but it's out. Or I'd like to get this, but you didn't have the right size or style. Let me know. I'll get it in. And Steve, we do have some merch too, so we'll get into that. But let me go ahead and run through here. So you can check out, here's our new product line. Candles, something new we've added. Quill egg pens. Grafted soaps. So that's going to be our page. You can go to catalog if you like. It's very mix and match. It's everything's everywhere. That's why I don't like it too much. But if you want to see kind of all the stuff we have, go there. Herbal teas. This is our big one. So we have our grafted teas. We have our ones we had before. You can get Desert Gold. So the Desert Gold is the chamomile, peppermint, calendula, kind of your anytime tea. One of my favorites as well. So this 1 ounce pack here, it's actually a little over an ounce. It's 50 something ounces, grams, is $8. Excuse me. And I'm not going to read the whole descriptions. You guys can do that. I think I kind of bored everyone with that last time. And be honest, I'm racing my voice. So I'll let y'all read that. Great benefits, a lot of them here. We got the Serenity, the nighttime tea. So this one is going to have your chamomile, catnip, lavender. This is one we're also going to keep going. We grew catnip and some things like that. So it'll be resupplied from our garden, whereas the catnip was sourced and last time. And so hopefully that's something you guys like. It was really big for me. Let me grab something. It was a really big and is a really big deal for me to know exactly everything that's touched the plant, that's gone into it, especially if I'm going to sell it and give it to someone else. I want it to be even better than what I would put in my body. That's the goal. So it's a huge, what was that noise? It's a huge deal to me. You know what I'm hearing? It's a huge deal to me. So it's something I consider a huge success to be able to do, such as this one here, 100% from the garden. Even have recorded the whole thing being grown. So moving to that is big. I'm going to come up here and you'll notice this is some of the big changes. It's going to be for $8. You can get a 1 ounce loose leaf bag. The 1 ounce loose leaf bag here, let's see. Or the loose leaf kit. So the kits are going to come with a few things. Harmony, again, kind of an anytime tea. $10 for the kit. It's a little bit different, and I'll explain why. Same as the EHA, $10. Now this one we are going to be sunsetting. So this one has the lemongrass as lemon verbena. We don't have calendula, yerba mate. We don't have lemon myrtle. We don't have, and the dried ginger root. We don't have. It's a great tea. I love it. It's really good. It's our only caffeinated one. But because it can't all be produced here right now, it's one we will be sunsetting. Now, let's get on to some of our new ones. These are what I'm excited about. First of all, the one I'm holding here, Alert Tea. So you can get this here. You can see in the 1 ounce bag. The 1 ounce bag makes it's about 20 tablespoons. It's going to make you about 15 to 20 bags. And you can reuse the bags multiple times. So you can get that for $8. You have the extra large bag, which is the one I was holding there. That's 1.5 ounces. That's going to make about 20 to 30 bags, a little bit more. Or if you want, you can get the loose leaf tea kit. It has everything you're going to need in it. Or it's if you want to give it as a gift, excellent gift box. And so this, it looks like our other boxes, but inside of this box is a whole bunch of items. I have them listed here, and you'll see it in one of the other pictures. But inside it, you get the 1 ounce herbal tea bag. So you're going to get that 1 ounce bag. You get a wooden spoon, the small wooden spoon on the side, one bamboo tongs, one of those round bamboo tea dishes. You get one tea bag holder, the little cozy that goes on the side of the cup, and 15 tea bags, as well as that recyclable kind of gift box there. And so you can get the gift box or the tea kit for $12. Woo, man. The second of our new ones is anxiety. This is my favorite tea of all the teas. This one, I'm going to read the description, and some of them don't have very good descriptions. I'm still working on it. That's kind of what I'm still doing. But again, you can get all 3 sizes on this one. This one shows all the things that is inside that box right there. So this one says, enjoy a cup of naturally grown herbal tea that'll bring your nerves to peace. Enjoy it hot or cold, any time of the day. Made with 100% naturally grown herbs from our homestead. Anxiety consists of lavender, lemongrass, and Thai sweet basil. 3 simple ingredients that help calm your nerves, reduce your anxiety. It's a full-bodied taste without that herbal aftertaste. So I know when I'm having anxiety or I'm kind of anxious sometimes, I don't like to necessarily be able to pick out one strong taste or have a strong aftertaste or anything that's going to linger on my mind. So that was important when I made this tea to me. So it's going to give you a full body taste without that after lingering taste. It has smooth, bold flavors that will calm but not overwhelm. Let's be honest, that's the last thing you need if you're having anxiety, right? So anxiety helps to relieve stress, anxiety, and sin. Calm, deep sensation through the body. So what I like about it is it has lavender, which sometimes can be a little overpowering, I find, in the anxiety teas. That basil really helps to mellow it out. It kind of even tones it and just gives it a full body, deep, welling flavor, kind of welling from the inside out, that helps to calm without giving you those sharp pinpoint things you can pick out. I don't know if that makes sense, being able to describe it. If anything, I think it's one I can describe better just because I do really love this tea. It's one if you're going to get one of the samples, and we're going to do another giveaway in just a moment, but if you get the sample, try it. I suggest you buy one of this one. So we are going to do the second giveaway. And let's do this next one. I'm going to show the next of the 3 new teas, and then we're going to do a giveaway real quick. So we have the alert tea to bring clarity in mind. So not alertness as far as like caffeine, but alertness as just clarity. Still sleep on it. Anxiety. And then we have the reboot tea. So the third one, again, another really good one. This one's really good for purifying, for cleansing. You can get it in the 3 sizes again. So reboot tea is sage, white sage, lemongrass, and a little bit of chamomile. The chamomile has so many benefits for your body. So I'm not, the real reason I put it in, to be honest though, was just to even out the flavor, the taste. So with my herbal teas, I don't want to get carried away too much with the benefits of everything, although I most certainly do. That's important. But also want to make sure it tastes good. So chamomile has a lot of good benefits, but a little bit of that was added to this white sage lemongrass tea for taste. So this one here, Reboot Tea. It's an herbal tea blend that's ready to help detox, reset, and reboot your body. This calming blend is meant to clarify the body and calm the mind. So with that, we're going to go ahead and hop into a giveaway before we finish up in our shop. I'm running over a little bit. So the giveaway, again, this is going to be for the same one. You're going to get all 3 of these new teas, the sampler pack, as well as the little tea kit with the tea bags and tea cozy and all that. So this next one here is going to be the first one to answer, and it shouldn't capitalize your, actually, I don't think I need Nightbot. It's just going to be the first to answer. It shouldn't capitalize, I believe. And so just all lowercase, and it's going to be, it's a 4-letter word. And I'm going to have the first person to type it is going to win. So if you guys are ready, here's the question. And what herb, it's one of the most commonly used herbs to purify. Hey, Willie, good to see you. Willie, I talked about you a little bit. I'm buying short pickings, quail, inspired by you picking them. Sage, there we go. Aaron, a little slow. Katrina got that one. Good, Katrina. I wanted you to win one of these after that last time kind of threw you off. So you got one. Verna's got one. And I was going to give out a 4th because I said I was going to give one to you anyways. So we're going to hit the second and that would be Aaron. So we are going to give 4 of these away. Katrina, Aaron, and Verna are winners so far. We still have one more, and that is going to be the full pack and the candle and the tea kit on that last one there. So congratulations, Katrina and Aaron. Good job. Oh, your grandma has a huge sage bush she never uses. Sage is good for so many things. Helps detoxify the air. All kinds of people have used it for different things, but yay. One of the really good ones for purifying. And that was a good time to take that break there because of our speaking about the reboot tea. And this is the one Verna got me. Oh, Willie says, hey, I said it too. I know, Willie. I'm taking note. I love giving things away. I do. I really like the giveaways. Willie, you got this next one. Hopefully you'll be first. All right, let me hop back over here again real quick. So reboot tea. Verna helped with that one. I was wanting to go with the sage lemongrass anyways. The taste kind of threw me off a little bit. So adding a little bit of that chamomile really helped. You still have that knife. Awesome. Heck yeah. That's cool, Willie. A couple other things we've added to the shop. So those are going to be our herbal teas. And you can come down here and this will just give you a good scroll. Also, if it's easier to view, I like to lay it out several ways. So if you would like, you can click here too. And this just gives you our 3 new ones right there. And we'll take you right to them. So with that said, expanding from herbal teas and adding a few other things, we also have some grafted candles. So this is something we're adding here. The candles are made, they're soy candles right now. And they're made with some really good essential oils for the aroma. And then some of our homegrown herbs are added in there. So we have 2 candles right now. This one, it's sold out because the container didn't burn right. In doing the testing, the wick burned down before all the wax. So that's why we moved to these glass ones. So we have a lavender or a lemongrass peppermint, and a little bit of peppermint in there. Really cool scent. Lemongrass with a little bit of peppermint. I actually been burning, I don't know where it is. I had one sitting here. I moved it. Anyways, I've been burning one as I've been working. Love the smell. Really nice. So you can get a candle. Soaps is something we're going to be adding. Without getting into too much, I had a little glitch with some of my supplies. So we didn't get the other ones added. We were wanting to do the ones that correspond to the new teas. But I do have something to throw in here. And this was our lavender rosemary bars that we had made in a live stream some back. And so they're a little bit irregular. It's our first shot at them. We use them in our bathroom. I do. I think they work great. They smell really good. They're an excellent soap. Absolutely nothing's wrong with them. They're just our first shot at it. So with that said, grab yourself a great deal on our Homestead's first shot at making herbal tea blend soap. While slightly irregular, these small soap bars will clean and moisturize your hands, and all with a great smell. Made with all natural goat's milk soap, we've added some of our naturally grown lavender and rosemary to the mix. So great buy. Get a little soap bar for 50 cents. You can throw that in if you like. Seeds, we're going to be adding loofah seeds. So I've talked about it in lives before. I'm really particular with the seeds I add. I want to make sure they're not plants that have been cross-pollinated. I want to give you something that's pure to what I'm saying it is. There's nothing wrong with hybrids, but when I'm selling you a plant, I want it to produce what I'm selling. So I'm really picky with the seeds I choose to sell because of that. Some of the staples we have in our yard, though, I do want to be in the shop. So right now we have the Kukuza snake gourd seeds. You can pick yourself up a pack of those. If you wait a couple days, what's going to be added is our loofah gourd seeds, our the red leafy lettuce. I spaced my mind. Red mustard greens are going to be in there. The Egyptian walking onions, I'm going to have a few of those in there and a few other things. So seeds you'll be able to check out. Moving on, we have our extras. We're going to have some tea diffusers and stuff like that. So if you're coming back, I do plan on adding things to the shop over the next few weeks here. But what you can grab right now, and I'm going to go grab one because I think these are neat. So these are $4. Oh, sorry. They're $4. And what it is you get a 2-pack here of our quail pens. And so I don't know how well we can see the quail pens. They have broken quail shelling in the resin pen. They also have these little chicks, little quail chicks. I don't know if you can see. But the pens come with a little rubber or a little wax tip on it. And pop that off. And you can write. There's going to be a black ink. They write really nice. You have 2 different types, so 2 grips. And I've sanded down any points, so they're not going to get you. But nice kind of fun pens you can have. You can grab yourself a 2-pack of our resin pens that we've put in there if you like. All right. We're moving through the shop. I'm already at an hour. I'm probably going to hit an hour and a half. I do apologize. I blew that timeline. Okay. So extras, we'll be able to get a few other things. Livestock. Right now, all we have in here is quail scissors. I do want to add other stuff. These I sell mostly on Etsy. They sell better over there, but I did put them in here as well. And then getting to merch. This is what Steve was asking about in particular. So we do have Grafted Branch Homestead merch. It is still from a third party. It's great stuff. Again, this is another thing we plan on moving to producing here and have most of the equipment. The part I'm short on is the part that makes the prints, the cutouts, decal. I don't know what you want to call it. I don't have that. I don't have the Cricut is what I need. So I order those. And so like with the shirts and things, I have to order those, which is fine. It's just a extra process. So once I get that other piece of equipment, hopefully off of sales, off the website and Etsy and locally through the holiday season, I can get that Cricut and then just make those here. And then all of our merch will be made here. Right now it is through third party, but it's through Spreadshop. They do a good job. Here's these mugs. I do want to point out that the logo is on the side. I laugh about that because I got my last ones I got are these ones here. And I got a whole case of them in and I was so excited. And I didn't realize that the logo was on the front. So some of you guys have these cups. They're good cups. I do like them. Kind of weird. I think that's on the front, not the side. So these other ones, it is on the side. You can grab this. You are going to get a discount though, even though it's third party. So on my website, I'm offering 10% discount. Over here, if you wait till tomorrow to order, a 15% discount kicks in through the end of the year. So right now it's $17.49 for that. But if you scroll down, you can see this is going to take you to the mug, but there's a lot more in my shop. Several different designs. You can get shirts, mugs. There's a whole smorgasbord of stuff, actually. So I did spend a good amount of time going through and adding different things in here with some different logos. If there's a cup size or something particularly like, shoot me an email or a message and I can get that. I know Steve was asking about that. Remove. Okay. Oh, and I think we may have lost people. Here roosters are crowing. Lily says, had to eat the bar soap as a kid. I did that as well. Yep. Ooh, I missed a whole bunch of comments. Okay, so I'm going to go through some. If there's one you wanted me to catch in particular, you may have to drop it again. But don't eat the soap. Don't drink the soap. Yeah, lemongrass peppermint will keep bugs away. Oh, hey, that reminds me. There is another product that's going in my shop that I didn't have enough time to get in. I ran up against time. But you made me think about that. So all these things, I will mention some of the benefits they give. They all have so many more benefits. I mean, you could pick out any one of these herbs and just really dig into what it can do. But you're saying it repels bugs. And so one of the things I am going to be including on the website in the next few weeks is nesting herbs. So nesting herbs are going to be in it's an assortment of 7 herbs I have grown here that you put around the chicken coop and in the nest that helps calm the birds. They'll eat it. It's good for their body, keeps away insects, and will help with egg production through winter. So that's going to be going in the shop. And that's made with herbs that are, they're maybe not the quality to go in the human consumed teas, but they're still not bad. They can be consumed by the birds. Like stems or some things like that might be in it. Not all of it, but so some of those herbs are going to go in there and I'll be selling nesting herbs. You have to log out. Hey, Mr. Landfill, if you're still in here, have a good one. Thank you for showing up and moderating. People say goodbye. You upset your birds? Yeah. We've been having a problem with chickens pecking. And so if I leave them too long, they'll resort back to that. Okay, so let's see here now. All right. That is our website. Feel free to hop over, purchase some stuff. It helps us out tremendously. They're really good products that I truly believe in and I'm happy to do. So I encourage you guys to do that. And that is business. With that, we'll end the business segment with our last giveaway. And then we're going to hop into something kind of cool. So this last giveaway, you'll get the little tea kit with the tea cozy, the tray, the spoon, the tongs, the tea bags. You're going to get the 3-pack sampler set of our brand new teas. And this last one, you're going to get a candle as well. This is one, I decided not to go with this and just do the solid colors. And I'll have a video coming out later where I explain why. But this is a lemongrass peppermint. Oh, this smells so good. I love the smell. Lemongrass peppermint. So you're going to get this candle too. You put in an order for well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. So I also want to mention with these orders, it goes to help our homestead. Some of it, reinvest it into doing things. A portion of it goes to Farmer Casey because he really helps. So he'll get some of that as well. And so I do want to point that out. Okay, let's get to this last giveaway. And I want to show this again, and I said it already. This is when I was supposed to say what I said already. But this is a tea I am extremely thankful for, the Alert tea. The other ones as well, I just picked this one out because it only has 2 ingredients, and so it was really easy to say. The others are as well, but this one, lemongrass peppermint, grown here, shown the whole process on YouTube, dried, picked. I am thankful, and this makes me happy. And so this is an accomplishment to me. So for this last giveaway, where did I put it? Oh, I moved it over here. You must be active in chat, and this is how. So for this last one, I do need to use Nightbot. Throw down. So no one post anything else except for the answers we're going to have here for the chat, please. KC Blends coming back too. So KC Blends were actually incorporated in these ones, but they are coming back, his own personal ones. They're not gone forever. So KC's originally, it was differentiated because they were all grown here on the homestead and curated by him. These ones are as well. And so it's just, they're just not called the Farmer KC teas. I actually kind of wanted to ask how people felt about that, because I thought it was kind of confusing a little bit last time. So that's why we didn't do it that way. There are some teas that did not make the cut that Casey really likes, though, and he's been talking to me about. So if that is something you guys really want, I will add those, and by next live stream, we'll have some of those in. Technically, these are as well, but that's why he's getting a portion of that too. Yeah, so let me make note of that. I just didn't know how confusing it was having the different brands. But what I'll do is we will take the other teas he wanted that didn't really kind of make the cut for the Gambit. The Kool-Aid tea, that's the one he keeps telling me, Verna. We have tried, and I keep promising Casey we will get it right. Kool-Aid tea. I can't promise that one will be done by next week, but it will within the next week or two. The Little Farmers, yes. So Casey was going to come on with me tonight. The whole family was. We were going to do a little thing. Jen's sick, and Casey has some other things going on. In the Kool-Aid tea, a lot of things. You have waited a full year, Steve is saying that is too long. All right, I know. We've had trouble replicating it, but okay. Now that I've gotten some other priorities out of the way, I'll make that a priority. Well, it's so, geez, I knew I was going to get it for this. The label was Farmer Casey's. I changed it from being Farmer Casey's for a couple reasons. Well, that I already explained. So you guys got it. We'll go back to the Farmer Casey label on some of these, and I'll have those out for you next week. I knew if I made that change, I knew when I was doing it, I was like, I'm going to pull off the Farmer Casey label. You can point you to the live that helped me create it. If you have that pinpointed, sure. That'd be great, because we couldn't find the live, so we've just been trying to recreate it. All right. Let me go ahead and, okay, pause the comments right now. Let's do this giveaway, and then we'll get back to it. So pause comments. I need everyone who wants to be in this giveaway. You have to be active in chat, and I want you to just type in something, one thing you're thankful for. Type in something you're thankful for, and we're going to give it a minute. So you got to be active in chat, and not one yet. Willie from Carolina Kind is thankful for family. That is awesome. Christina's thankful for Aaron. I'm assuming that is. Very cool. Aaron's thankful for this community. Yeah, me too. Community, Steve says. Yep. Friends, community, family, you guys rock. Definitely the most important things, right? Yep. So I'm going to give it just another minute. If you want to be in the... I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to pull active in chat. I just want everyone to put something they're thankful for. But let's go ahead and do this. Active user. I got 11 eligible. If you've already won, we will spin it again. Nikki is saying, thankful for all the friends and family. Desiree, I'm thankful for the love of your life and the bestie. They have gotten me through a lot over the hard years. Yeah, those people are like gold for sure. And they can be all the same, just different labels. They'll, yeah, we will get it right. Yes. All right, let's go and roll this. If I win, can I get the candle? The candle's coming with this one. Didn't you win already, Aaron? Yes. You know what? So me and Casey are going to do, we're not doing a live tomorrow, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but me and Casey will have a little extra time. I think what we're going to do is maybe we'll make candles for everyone. And if you guys will give me a couple extra days before I mail this off, I'll include a candle in everyone's sample giveaway that won. And the rest of you will have to buy them. I'm sorry. I'll do other giveaways through the end of the year. 'Tis the season, and I love giving stuff away. I'm going to go ahead and roll. Aaron, you won, but you won already, Aaron. So we're going to roll again. Congratulations again. And so you most certainly get the candle then. Aaron, you can tell me whether you want this candle or one we're going to make. River Boss Homestead. Willie, you win, Willie. See, and we were just saying, I was saying, Willie, you got to try and win that last one. All right, Willie. So we got our winners. We got Verna, we got Katrina, we got Aaron, and Willie. So 4 winners, I'm sorry. There we go. Congratulations, you guys. Awesome. Thanks for the opportunity. Oh, rose seeds, that's right. Hey, when you have time, did you get the seeds I sent? Actually, look, I got some right here. If these take off, that's something else I'll add to the shop. Hopefully you got those. But yeah, send them when you can. I know you're busy and it's winter, so. Aaron's feeling lucky tonight. Might be the quail poop everywhere. I am well over an hour, and tonight we are going to finish the live stream outside with something cool. I'm going to show you something I'm very particularly thankful for, and I've already mentioned it. And we will, we're going to do an activity out there, but let me see what else I got here before we do that. See if I had anything else. Quick recap, community shout outs. Check out Short Pickens Quail. Go buy some quail from them. Can't go wrong. Check out Katrina at Sow and Tear. Get a smorgasbord of good info. think about becoming a Katrina Kit possibly and getting some really good cooking stuff and more. And let's see, we did our family homestead business, talked about paying the bills and keeping the lights on, right? That's how we do it. Definitely included being thankful in there. I want to point out too, yes, it's almost Thanksgiving and everyone talks about being thankful. It's kind of time of year to do it. I also want to point out, though, a good reason to be thankful. And so this time of year, all throughout the year, everyone does, but I do battle depression, stuff like that. I can get down quite a bit, especially this time of year, and a lot of people do. One of the things you can do, when I call it spiraling, but you get in those mind loops, is start naming out loud things you're thankful for and thinking about, proclaiming those things you're thankful for. And it can really help. It can help change your attitude a lot of times. So I started off today upset about the cold, and now I'm pretty thankful. I think I have everyone that won's address. Willie, email me an address you would like yours sent to. I think yours is the only one I may not. No more moving except maybe in the woods. Oh, Willie, you said you were going to message me. Okay, cool. I got them. Haven't planted them yet. Want to make sure I give you seeds without a parasite. Oh, okay, cool. That's what causes the weird look. Oh, of dome on them. Was hoping to send fruits, but think seeds are better. Cool. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Oh, and there we go. All right, cool. So we talked about that, being thankful. I'm going to play a little video. This video's, I think it's like 9 minutes long. And then I'm going to release it later as a video. But this is setting up what I'm doing. And so while it's playing, I'm going to go get ready. And I'll just go ahead and tell you what I'm doing. I'm super thankful for the quail in particular. And I will tell you why. And it's not actually the quail I'm thankful for. I talked about it earlier. With getting these quail and finding the quail and deciding to go towards quail because I couldn't have a rooster, it brought me you guys. It brought me community. It brought me, I think, everyone that's in here tonight. And without the quail, I probably wouldn't have found y'all. So quail is something I'm thankful for because it is an avenue that has brought me you guys. And so that is something I'm particularly thankful for. So tonight, we're going to do a little something with the quail to end the live stream. I'm going to play a little video, and then I'm going to be out messing with the quail in the greenhouse. And we'll do that and say goodbye from there. So let me go ahead and read a couple comments. I'll be able to read you guys' stuff and say goodbye out there, but I'm going to get a little bit of that before I head out. Might sell the old camper tomorrow. Going to use the money to get solar battery wall. Ooh. Unplug from the grid. That's the way to do. Man, the 2 quail you have is making you want a few more. That it will always happen. So one of the things I was going to do tonight when I thought everyone's healthy and all that was I thought it would be fun to make a commercial tonight. So I was going to throw up the green screen, have you guys pick out different things, elements of the commercial, and then play it out. And I may still do that sometime. I thought that would be fun. But I was going to do it off for anxiety tea. And one of the things I thought would be funny was things that give you anxiety. And one of the options, and I'll probably do this later, but I wanted to throw out there was someone telling you no more quail or not enough because you can never have enough quail. Really? I feel like I'm all over the place. Well, without doing my notes and all. Okay. You still use the quail journal. Cool. I got to get some more of those. Want to get some valley quail or blue scales. Hadn't heard of those. All right. Well, you guys all rock. I'm extremely thankful for you. I'm going to play this video. So watch this video. And when it is done, I'll be outside. And we're going to be messing with quail. And I'll probably take a little bit. I got 18 of these quail that I'm going to be messing with. So I'm going to use the restroom and set that up while this video plays. So enjoy here. Thanks, Steve. And you know what? I did this last time. I got a mug I'm going to send out. Anyways, okay. Oh, they're a wild type. Okay, let me go ahead and put this video on. Sorry. my cage can fit up to 6 to 8 birds, and then 2, yeah, seem a little lonely. Yeah, they do like more, that's for sure. We'll go over to Short Pickins and get some eggs. All right, enjoy.
Oh, you're in here.
Out in the yard where the sun shines bright, little quail birds take their first flight. At the Grafted branch, our homestead's grace, they'll find their home in a cozy space. Under the stars, we'll watch them grow. In our hearts, the love will show. Raising quail on the Grafted land, with every feather our dreams expand. In the heart of the city, our homestead true, with love and laughter, we'll see it through.
Out in the city where the flowers bloom, we're raising quail under the sun's warm gloom. At the Grafted branch, our dreams take flight, baby quail moving to the shack tonight.
Well, howdy y'all, Matt here. So these are my autumn amber quail. They're about 3 weeks old. They're all feathered out, and so they're ready to go outside. They haven't gone out yet just because it's winter and it's been below freezing outside. Quail can do great in cold temperatures as long as they're fully feathered. So these guys are actually going to go into a step before outside, and they will be in a grow out in the greenhouse, and they will be in a grow out in the quail shack. So we'll head out there. So these little autumn amber quail, they're actually going to go in here, and their job is going to be to heat up the greenhouse and hopefully keep the plants alive. So I have a few other quail in here. These will be moved out, but before they go in the greenhouse here, we're going to introduce them to outside a little bit. The greenhouse temperatures can fluctuate a lot more than the quail shack. So this here is my quail shack, the quail barn, and this is where they're going to be housed for a week or two while they acclimate. So we got some winola cages and other things in here. This is a cage I built for quail. It has a couple modes. However, I'm going to be using it for a grow out right now. Alright, so this little cage is actually set up to have a couple different watering methods. It's set up to be gravity fed with this hose, either into a trough or these little containers. I'm not going to use that right now, since they are still so young and this is what they're used to, and a little easier for me to fill. I'm just going to use one of these mason jar little quail waters with a small edge so they can't drown, and that will be in there, and I'll just have to fill that up. The water I'm going to be giving them this week while they're out here, just because there is a little bit of a shock to their body, a little bit of change there, is we're going to give them some vitamin and electrolyte water just to give them a boost. And so I have this poultry chicken for poultry, and this is vitamins and electrolytes. I'll put a scoop of that in there. And then the birds are also going to get a little capful of apple cider vinegar, just a little bit. And normally they just get regular water, but I'll introduce some of these electrolytes, vitamins, and apple cider vinegar whenever they're going through a change, really. A couple times a year. So shake that up, fill up our little mason jar. And that is the water they'll be getting. As far as their feed, I'm going to be using one of these Winola Ranch J feeders. This fits really nicely right into this little cage I built here, and they're going to be getting the 30% game bird starter, the same feed that they've been on. As far as making it ready for a grow out pen, this cage I built actually does a couple cool things. One of them is I have this tray. Their bottom mesh of the cage can be lowered and locked into place, and so this allows a nice egg rollout. However, when I'm just doing them for grow out or something like that, and I don't need the egg rollout, we can go ahead and just put that in that mode. And there we go. So we got it locked in, it's nice and flush here. This will just be a tray. And that way they have a nice flat bottom in their cage. So we'll put this water in here. Right in there. Got their food, got their water, we got the bottom done. The only other thing, so we got their water, we got their food, we got the bottom set. What I'm gonna do here is I will put either some plastic or towel or something, I haven't figured that out, over the top and sides, just to provide a little extra warmth the first night that they're here in the quail shack. So let me go ahead and grab the quail and we'll put them in. So we have hatched out, we have 18 in these autumn amber quail. Haven't sexed them yet. They're gonna go in the grow out and then we'll do that. But for right now, I'm just gonna move them into this bin, throw the lid on it, and get them outside. Now, with this cage, it has a couple different doors. It has this main door. I'm not going to add them to here because when you're doing that and keeping it open, it's easier for them to jump out. So this cage also has two little doors up here, and these really help with needing to get anything in or out of there. So we'll use these doors and start adding them in. I don't want this guy up on his water like he's doing, so I'm going to add a little wire in their cage here above the water just to keep them from jumping on it like that. So you can't see, I don't know how well you can see, but I strung a wire across here. That way hopefully they don't jump on it. So we're looking good. Get off your feeder. Push this out a little bit, so maybe they won't do that. Just these new guys. I might come run a wire across the top of there too, probably, so they won't do that. The only other thing I'll do is before, when I get home from work for tonight and it gets real cold, is I'll cover it with something just on the top to help with heat. Also, I'm going to go ahead and shut these windows up. Even though it's a nice day and normally I'd keep them open, we're going to go ahead and close them up, leave the overhead lighting on today, and that way they're a little quieter while it's a little quieter in here, and hopefully they can be a little more peaceful for their transition. That's the idea. Awesome. So you guys all have a great day. That's putting my 3-week-old Corturnix quail outside in the grow out. Next video, we'll be moving them over to the greenhouse. So I almost forgot one of the most important parts. Tray to catch their droppings. There we go.
In the quail shack
We back up a little bit. So when you watched that video, that was about a week ago. The birds are now 4 weeks old, so they've been out here for about a week acclimating in the quail shack here. What I was saying that you missed was when I turned on the light, a little mouse went running, and I do battle mice out here. It's a constant battle, so I make sure I keep them under control. I don't know how I got in here, but if you see one, I don't know. Anyways, these birds are 4 weeks old now. They've been in here acclimating to the outside. They're going to be moving now to the greenhouse, which has much more higher temperature variations and all that. Birds, the quail are okay to come outside once they're fully feathered. They do really well in the cold and the heat. They can be really, really cold, actually. So as long as they have all their feathers and you've acclimated them right, they're just fine to go outside. So I have 18 of them in here. They're now going to be moving into the quail shack or into the greenhouse from the quail shack to do their job besides laying eggs and meat and all that is heating that greenhouse. So I'm going to go ahead and start loading them up now and we'll move them over. Switch from phone to laptop. So yeah, you were on the wrong channel again. That's okay. I saw your comment too, Willie, there that about needing help out that solar system here. I love talking about it. I love building it. I can do any of that if you want it. We can do more videos on that too. The quail shack. So the quail shack is the powerhouse for the whole poultry village. Basically, it powers everything over in the chicken house, the water pump, the lights. It has an actuator for the door, but I'm not using that right now. I need to be. It powers all the outside lights as well around out here. These lights, red lights, fans, water pump. Really cool solar system. It works great. I have 2 panels. I probably will add a third, but I like doing the little independent solar systems rather than like one really big one. If you do one really big one, then you got to run wires everywhere to everything. If there's a problem or something fails, then there's a problem everywhere. And part of the reason I want solar systems or off-grid or things like that, I think most people do, is so that if there's a problem, they still have power. And if you just have one big solar system feeding into everything, and you still have a problem that shuts it all down just the same. So I like little solar systems kind of all around. Now I do have the one that runs the poultry village here, but in the greenhouse has its own. Casey's is getting his own. The new Silky Coop has its own. So little smaller systems instead of one bigger one. I really like this cage. When I went to clean it, you just unscrew these bolts. It all comes apart. You can clean it really well if you want to deep clean it. And then both these doors, great access. It has this door too, but they fly out when there's so many. So I just use that for certain things. I like to move the quail around at night when I'm at combining cages or different flocks like that because they do better at night. This I probably would have done in the day just because of their heat and all. But I wanted to do it for the live stream, so. They'll heat up really quick. Their bodies really heat up, especially if they're together like that. So they'll warm up and they'll warm that greenhouse up even though I'm messing around in there. So make sure you don't leave any. And before I go to sleep, I will come and empty the feeder out and all that just because of that little mouse that's running around. I'm going to move the camera to the greenhouse and I'll come get the birds and we'll do that. So let's move around. Anyone that's still with me. Here's that solar system and insulation. It looks a mess. I'm sorry. Anyways, I like these 12-volt timers. They're excellent. And then switches, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. And it's all run on my 75 amp hour battery. It's not a big battery. Hey there, Steve. Just make sure your batteries have good storage capacity. Yeah, so the 75 is the little bigger battery. It's my upgrade, and it does good up to about 3 days of really cloudy, and then by the third day I have to start cutting back things. I'll turn different things off so it's not drawing as much power, and it really starts taking a hit then. So I do want to add a third panel. I think I'll do over there just to give it a little bit more power, and I may add another battery, but to be honest, this powers everything here. The silky coop that's over there will have its own. So let's go over to the greenhouse so we can move these birds out. And the light in here is still just the motion one. Forgot to grab my light. Okay. So it's going to come on and off. I don't know where my light is right now on top of my head. So let's do this. Set the camera. Turn that motion on. Cage is empty. It does need to be cleaned out. I haven't done that yet, but we can come do that tomorrow. Just the poop tray and all. So the reason they're keeping this warm is those 2 avocado trees and then all these herbs down here. So peppermint and all these things. I want to keep these plants alive and give them a head start. Now this greenhouse is going to be expanded out. This back wall is going to go out. So it's going to be doubled. The animals will be in the other part, but still able to warm this part, if that makes any sense. See, Magic Man pulling birds out of a box, like never-ending rabbit hat. All right, let me go grab those birds and see if I can see that light real quick. Okay. Speaking of solar system, this greenhouse does have one. It has a light up here. But the switch, I had a problem with the switch. You know what I heard? And where it's leaking. Anyways, just need to get it working again. But right now, it's just a motion detector. So you may see me waving. I'll put these guys in here. And I'll show you a little bit the retrofit I did on here. No, Solo. It's not for you. Part of having them in the quail shack was I did want to wait until they were no longer losing all those baby feathers and all that dander. So when they have stopped doing that, because I didn't want that all in here in the greenhouse here either. So look at that one. That's a pretty one, huh? The autumn ambers are feather sexable. I haven't done that yet. No, we don't need these ones in the greenhouse. So as far as projects go, my priority list, we got to get that Farmer Casey Kool-Aid tea. And then I need to finish the silky coop. So now that the store's kind of been revamped and going, I'm going to get on to those 2 things and then finish up the greenhouse. So hopefully by the end of the year, the other side of the greenhouse, the silky coop, is done. Packing quail, Quaternix quail, does help. I didn't think so at first. No. I thought you'd want to give them more space, but they're less aggressive unless you have an aviary. That's all of them. Unless you have an aviary, they're less aggressive when you pack them. Move that out. Set your thermometer up. Make sure they got some food and water. Tomorrow I'll come top off the food and water. They don't need a whole lot, but let me pull this real quick. All right. So you can see the plants. These are what I'm truly trying to keep warm. These avocado trees. 18. Were you counting? There's 18. Aviaries are awesome. Yes, Katrina, I will have mine. I'll show something when I'm out here. But good eating there. Yep. So these quail, I've kind of retrofit, I guess. There's plastic along the back too, so they're not getting as much overspray. I'm gonna come put something along top here just for heat for tonight. And then we put the sides on the things with cardboard. So that way there's no mess and it's all black plastic down there. So I want them for heat, but I don't want them creating mess in here. Yeah. All right, Solo. We're gonna let these guys be, but we're gonna go over and show the aviary real quick, and then we'll say goodbye. He's smelling the plants. That's the thyme. There's basil. There's more basil back there. Lavender. Okay, let's leave the birds alone. Let's lock it up. Come on, bud. We're going to go over and show the chicken aviary and then where the quail one's going to be. Now, I have all these projects planned. Everything's kind of being built to go right now. I've come to a point where we are going to move. We don't know exactly when that's going to be, but we're going to be doing that. But however, I'm not going to stop learning and projects and planning as if we aren't, kind of. I don't know if that doesn't make sense, but I'm basically just going to keep going with stuff until we do move, just not use a huge financial draw. Wood ducks. Ooh. Okay, let's go over and check out my little aviaries. It's all dark. It's kind of a nice night today. Tonight. All right. So this is the chicken aviary, I guess. Their chicken house, their chicken runs there and along the wall, goes all the way down. And then this is their little aviary. No one's out right now, of course. So chickens love it in here. I want to grow a little tree, but they hop up. It's really tall, so I can grow a tree and I can walk around in here. This, though, there's going to be a mirror image one of these on the other side right now. Everything's all torn down. Okay, let's go. These security lights, by the way, these motion lights, they are excellent. See, and then chickens have back there too. So this is going to be a little bit revamped because of how we're going to do the flocks. I guess I can talk about it now. I plan on doing, if we move, of course, things will change. I'm still, once again, going to be spitting out plans. Yeah. Yep. There we go, Katrina. What was I going to say? Oh, so the market chickens are going to get this aviary, and then I'm going to cut it across in here, and they're going to get this house. The house I'm going to split a little bit, and I'll have to draw it out. It's not making much sense. Along the whole back wall, and then a house that's going to be back there is going to be our personal eat birds, egg birds, the smaller eggs and things like that. Those are going to be the ones for us. Back over here, we're going to create that same aviary over here, and it's going to be connected with the quail shack. It's kind of a mess, but the quail will go in there. Next to that aviary is going to be the silky coop, and we'll walk over there in a minute. The new silky coop's going to basically go here, and it'll have a run that goes out back, and then behind and around in a big L around that aviary. The chickens will get the aviary part of the year, and then for a month each, twice a year, so 2 months a year, the quail are going to get the aviary. I may decide to keep them in it all the time, but that's kind of the plan right now, and I can get into that. The silky coop, I had to pause on building because of all the weather here, and then stuff that went on, and then of course priorities changed to my shop a little bit. So the silky coop will be finished. It's almost done. I have to finish the nesting box, a couple other things on its solar system. But this is made to be moved, like everything will be from now on, if possible, even the new aviary, and we'll show that. So this will go over there. But we're at an hour 40. I'm going to go ahead and show my face and then hop off. Let's see. Let's turn this camera around. Let's see. Let's do this. Facing front. Can I get the light? Come on. Come on, light. No. We'll go in here. There we go. Let me get the light to come on. By spring, I'll have a bunch of blue barrels in your yard. Gonna get some Kilos and Seal game birds. Oh, very cool. 100 minutes. Yay, I made it. Thanks for the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Once again, it's you I'm thankful for. It's the quail that led me to all y'all. But yeah, so I think it was a good stream. I thoroughly enjoyed the company tonight. Y'all rock. So we're not going to be live tomorrow with the stuff with my website and all that. I got a little bit behind on things I need to catch up on before work. So there isn't going to be a live stream tomorrow morning. I am going to put a couple of videos out this week, the one you saw and then a couple others. And other than that, we'll be live next week. And next week, I'm going to try have all that stuff I promised I'd have. You guys have a blessed night. Stay strong, do the things. Thanks for being you.